So how will the attack play out in the debate tomorrow night? And could this, the last of the three debates, turn out to be the deciding factor for those voters who remain undecided? Justin Sayfie is the former spokesperson for Jeb Bush and is publisher of SayfieReview.com. And Marjorie Amaro is a Democratic pollster and president of Momentum Analysis. Marjorie and Justin, welcome this morning. Good morning. Justin, let me start with you. On this subject of Benghazi, what should Governor Romney say directly to the president?
Well, I think that he's going to say that the policy of the U.S. government and the response of the U.S. government and members of his administration is putting America at risk. Putting America at risk because the administration hasn't been able to get its story straight about what exactly happened, who knew it, and when it happened. And that is a big, huge liability for President Obama. He stepped in even further on that last debate when he claimed that he told the world that it was an act of terrorism on September 12th, when for 2 weeks after that, he and other members of the administration didn't claim that it was an act of terror. So there's a huge liability here for the president. He's going to have some explaining to do tomorrow night.
Yeah, Margie, what will the president do, you think, to explain that?
Well, I think there are a few things. First, he's going to go back to what came out of that debate, which continues to be true. It was true then, it's true now, that in the Rose Garden the day after the attack, he described the attack as an act of terror. But I think it's important to remember which party is really playing politics with serious foreign policy issues. Mitt Romney was the one who, in the immediate afterfact, before anybody knew anything, sent out an incredibly scathing, hyperbolic, no, not hyperbolic, just rash, worldwide panned press release, doubled down with a press conference. Republicans in his own party said he handled it poorly. And the Romney record on foreign policy is just bluster and blunders. I mean, that's all he's been able to demonstrate. It doesn't matter what issue we're talking about, whether it's Iran, whether it's Iraq, which he said it was a tragedy to bring troops home, whether it's Osama bin Laden, which he said he wouldn't move heaven and earth to do anything about, whether it's just simply going to Europe, where even there he has a record of blunders.
On Benghazi, does the governor, I don't mean to interrupt, but does the governor, have a point in with these questions that are being asked? Look, 24 hours, within 24 hours, the CIA said it was a terror attack. You got Chris Stevens asking for more security. The State Department is turning him down.
Republicans voted against additional security. And look, I think there's only the president has been taking this seriously. You have Republicans who've done a document dump that have put people's lives at risk. And I think the American people are going to watch the debate and say which candidate has a thoughtful, serious approach to really difficult foreign policy questions, and which one simply is saying whatever he's for, I'm against. And, I'm for this at this point, but not for this later on. And, I'm going to flip-flop on a variety of issues. And on some issues, I don't even really have a difference with the president. I'm just going to say I'm against him just because I'm in a political campaign.
Justin, Margie just said, quote, only the president is taking this seriously. Do you buy that?
No, absolutely not. The president Mitt Romney is also taking this seriously. And look, it's not playing politics to hold the president, to hold the State Department accountable for the conduct of foreign policy. It's not playing politics to hold the president and the State Department responsible for a lack of security when security was requested for Ambassador Stevens, and we have the first assassination of a U.S. ambassador in 33 years. That is something that deserves to be taken seriously. It's not playing politics to hold them accountable. And she said that the Republicans didn't vote for security. It was the State Department that denied the additional security that was needed to help protect Ambassador Stevens.
And how do you think this will resonate with the American people tomorrow night? Justin?
I think the American people can see that over the past few weeks, the Obama administration has not been able to speak with a clear voice on a matter where it's more important than anything else to speak on a clear voice on matters of our foreign policy. Our allies need to know that the U.S. is speaking with a clear voice, and that we have an intelligence system that works and functions and doesn't send a strong message to our allies, and it doesn't send a strong message to people who would do us harm. I think the American people will see that Mitt Romney is presidential, and he's handling this in a way that they're going to have confidence with. And I think they have a lack of confidence in the way that President Obama and his State Department have handled this whole affair.
Yeah, Margie, how do you think the president will come off? Could this, it's the last debate, it's it. This is it, folks. Could it change people's minds or reinforce what they already believe?
It certainly could change people's minds. It could reinforce what some people believe. Here's what I think is really important. The president is consistently in every single poll, including a Fox News poll that came out last week, has the advantage over Mitt Romney on foreign policy. In the Fox News poll, it had a 6-point advantage on foreign policy, 4-point advantage on handling terrorism. That's been true the entire campaign, I haven't seen a single poll where Romney has had that advantage. And so I suspect that'll be confirmed and reinforced from this final debate. And Mitt Romney has been more down than he's been up. He's been more unfavorable than he's been favorable this entire campaign. So that's a lot. That's a very big hurdle
he
for
went
him.
way up after the snooze fest, the first debate.
That's true. He had a bump after the first debate. That's true. But if you take the entire campaign, you've seen Mitt Romney behind more often than not, net unfavorable almost in every single poll the entire time, a harder map toward November. And now we're talking about an issue where he has no good record.
Okay.
Doesn't have a good record.
We'll see what happens tomorrow night. About 24 hours to go. Justin?
Yeah.
Margie, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Jamie?
Thank you.